The source is the reason for the profit this season and every season. If you know, then you know. Disclaimer. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. All investments involve risk. Do your own research. Manu Banner is not a licensed financial advisor. The M.B.U Group is not responsible for any financial decisions you make. Any third-party content used falls under fair use for commentary and analysis. Please consult a licensed professional before making any investment decisions. Like and subscribe. Before we dive in, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who still doesn't believe that the future is already here. M.B.U family, we are walking into a new chapter of humanity, and whether you love it or hate it, that's exactly what we're talking about today. No questions need to be asked here. This is pretty self-explanatory. Let's talk about Optimus, Elon Musk's humanoid robot, the mechanical being that can walk, carry boxes, do chores, and if you really think about it, potentially take your job. Yeah, I said it. But before you roll your eyes or call it crazy, let's zoom out for a second and just breathe. Because what we're looking at isn't just another gadget. It's the moment humanity blurs the line between what's human and what's machine. Now, let's be real. Some people love the idea. They see freedom, innovation, and limitless possibility. Others, they hate it. They see control, unemployment, and the end of authenticity. Both sides have a point. Think about it. If Optimus becomes what Elon says it will, a fully functional humanoid worker that costs less than a car, then suddenly every factory, every warehouse, every fast food joint, every delivery route, every elderly care center, every home could have one. That's not science fiction anymore. That's logistics. That's scalability. That's capitalism meeting the future head on. Now, on the love side, imagine this. You come home and dinner's already made, the dishes are washed, laundry folded. Optimus mows the lawn, walks the dog, reminds you to take your vitamins, and never complains. You get time back, real, priceless time to think, create, and live. That's love. But then there's the hate side. The thought of a robot replacing the dignity of human labor. The fear that one day you'll apply for a job and your competition won't be another person. It'll be a metal skeleton with software updates. That's not just unsettling, it's humbling. Because for decades, we've laughed at the idea of robots taking over. We made movies about it. And now, we're watching those movies turn into documentaries. You see, the problem isn't that robots are coming. The problem is that we don't know who will become when they get here. What happens when a machine does everything better than us? Faster, cheaper, cleaner, and without a single complaint? Will we finally be free or completely lost? Let's not forget, this isn't the first time fear met innovation. When the internet came, people said it would ruin jobs. It created more than it destroyed. When electricity came, people said it was dangerous. It powered the world. When AI came, people said it would destroy creativity. But here we are using it to learn, teach, and build. So maybe Optimus is just the next natural step. Maybe he's not the enemy. Maybe he's the mirror, showing us what discipline, consistency, and reliability actually look like. Because that's what robots are. They don't argue, they don't get lazy, and they don't lose focus. Meanwhile, we humans fight distractions every single day. Maybe that's why some people hate Optimus. Not because he's powerful, but because he's everything we're trying to be. Still, you can't ignore the dark side. What happens when machines get too smart? When they start thinking for themselves, making decisions, and forming patterns beyond what we can predict? What happens when one malfunction turns into a movement? We've seen this movie before. We've seen the rise of automation. We've seen factory jobs disappear. We've seen self-checkout replace cashiers. And we're watching AI replace creative roles faster than we ever thought possible. So when Elon stands on that stage and says, every Tesla will eventually be worth hundreds of thousands, not because of the car, but because of the robot that builds it and the AI that drives it, you have to pause. He's not selling vehicles anymore. He's selling a future. And that future, depending on your lens, is either heaven on earth or the beginning of a slow, mechanical apocalypse. But here's what's fascinating. The same people who fear Optimus will still use him. Just like people who said they'd never trust online banking now use Apple Pay daily. Or those who swore they'd never post on social media now scroll for hours. Convenience always wins. That's the irony of innovation. We resist it until it saves us time. Optimus will start with simple tasks: warehouse lifting, manufacturing, packaging. But soon enough, he'll be walking the halls of hospitals, classrooms, offices, maybe even churches. And somewhere in that transition, we'll start asking less about whether it's right or wrong, and more about how much it costs and how soon we can get one. That's when the real shift happens. Now, I can already hear some of y'all saying, Manu, come on, it's just a robot, chill. But think deeper. What happens when the robot learns you? Your habits, your tone, your preferences, your emotions, your soul patterns. When Optimus starts adapting, not just performing, then what? At that point, is it still a tool, or does it become a reflection? Because if it reflects us, our flaws, our wisdom, our desires, then in a strange way, we're giving birth to something in our own image. Does that sound familiar? In Genesis, it says we were made in the image of God. Now we're trying to make something in the image of us. And just like that, we've come full circle. That's not science. That's scripture meeting circuitry. See, when I look at Optimus, I don't just see a robot. I see prophecy. I see man trying to become creator again, trying to make something that never sleeps, never sins, never gets tired, never questions orders, something perfect. But we know perfection without purpose is hollow. And that's where the danger lies. You can build a world of robots, but if there's no love, no soul, no connection, you've just built an efficient prison. That's what scares me most. Not Optimus taking over, but us giving up what makes us human before he even does. So yeah, love it or hate it, this conversation matters, because every innovation forces us to confront a deeper truth about ourselves. Optimus is the result of curiosity, genius, and divine inspiration, but it's also a test. Can we handle creation without becoming corrupted by it? Think about that next time you see a clip of the Tesla bot walking across the factory floor. It's not just metal and code, it's a mirror of humanity's ambition. And somewhere between fear and fascination is where the truth lives. Maybe Optimus will heal the world. Maybe he'll hurt it. Maybe he'll give us more time to love one another. Or maybe he'll remind us that love can't be programmed. Whatever the case, we're in it now. No going back. So I'll leave you with this. You don't have to pick a side right now. You don't have to love it. You don't have to hate it. Just be aware, because awareness is the new currency in this next generation of wealth, wisdom, and technology. Optimus isn't just a product. He's a portal, a doorway to a future where we decide whether to partner with the machine or compete against it. And that decision, love it or hate it, will shape the next 100 years of human life. If this conversation got you thinking, if it stirred something in your spirit, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who's been avoiding the topic. We're not running from the future. We're learning to master it, one step at a time. Because here at M.B.U, we don't just watch innovation happen. We study it. We prepare for it. We profit from it. And most importantly, we stay grounded in the source. Love it or hate it, it's already here.